It was 1988. Bruce was the boss, and a fish called Wanda ruled the big screen. But a different fish ruled the small screen. George Marshall, better known to millions as the Fish Guy, was #1 on television. His show, The Fish Psychic, put George on top until scandal, booze, and fish food took its toll and plunged him into the deep end of depravity. Born into poverty, the son of a peach picker, George had a normal childhood until a freak accident changed his life forever.
A couple of buddies of mine and my kid brother Georgie, we were taking a hike along the Big Wood River, done it a million times before. Then, shoot, that dork of a brother of mine took a header into the water.
I was dead, gone, kaput. But then something wonderful really happened. A big, big fish. A big golden fish. It brought me to the light.
You know that catchphrase of his? How do you want to work this? Well, that's mine, man. My buddies and me couldn't decide who was going in the water after Georgie. You know? How are we going to work this? No one wanted to get wet or anything.
Unfortunately, after the accident, no one saw the signs of trauma. By age 10, he was a full-blown ectophile. For example, he had a preference for a bath over a shower, and it was his fascination with swimming underwater, not to mention his unhealthy attention to worms.
George's growing attachment to fish following the accident inspired him to try the local comedy scene with an aquatic partner.
So when'd you learn how to swim? Well, what's your sign? I'll bet you're a Pisces. So, how do you want to work this?
It was during these years he was discovered by producer-director Howie Howard. George's talent for fish communication was spotlighted.
Well, to be completely honest with you, the first time I ever saw him was the stupidest thing I'd ever seen in my life. I mean, everybody laughed, so what are you gonna do?
His ability to give advice to the owners of the fish, plus his comedic style won the hearts of America. The Fish Psychic was born and became an overnight sensation, zooming to #1 in only 2 weeks.
How do you want to work this? How do you want to work this? How do you want to work this?
George was on top of the world, and it was around this time he met his future wife, September Rain.
Well, he has more money than anyone I know. I mean, marriage is a no-brainer.
Well, where did you two meet?
Well, I was working at the aquarium club, and Georgie was my sweetest, richest regular.
George appeared to have it all: money, fame, a sexy wife, and a catchphrase. Right up there with "Where's the beef?" and "What you talking about, Willis?" By the summer of 1990, reports of extravagant spending and unusual behavior with his fish began to raise eyebrows.
Yeah, he was a weird one, all right. But none of that bothered me, you know? When he started spending more money on that fish than on me, he should have seen it coming.
A messy divorce and a 3-month booze binge caused a plummet in the ratings. Fish Psychic was unceremoniously canceled, and George was suddenly unemployed.
I was at rock bottom, the lowest. I was living on goldfish food. I lost my house, my friends. I had nothing, absolutely nothing, except for my fish, my little Goldie.
With success comes the pressure of continued success. And of course, this put a stress on his personal life. It's the same old story. A celebrity lives in a fishbowl. The little fish gets eaten by the bigger fish, and so on and so forth. Now, his ictophilia was not enough. He had trouble coping, and it was a feeling of guilt, not just for the demands he put on himself, but on his fish as well. And it grew. He turned to booze to dull this guilt, and of course, his world fell apart.
I told him he could not stay as long as he had that fish. And he stunk. He would not leave that fish or the booze. He got worse. We were forced to intervene.
Soon George checked into Sunny Haven for rehab. After several years of intensive therapy, group support, and icto withdrawal, he was released, a changed man.
I'm cured. I'm back, and I'm cured. That fish really got inside my head, but Dr. Colgate made me realize that I didn't need Goldie to succeed. But sometimes I really miss being around fish.
What's your sign? I'll bet you're a Pisces.
Say the line! Say the line!
How do you want to work this?
I'm happy for George, really. Happy. But someone kind of needs to tell him his act sucks.
You took my heart, but now you took my soul. You made me strong, but then I simply lost control. So I believe to all the lies that you said. Well, I can stand it. I was a mess. My mind was innocent. You tore it down, and now it's hanging from a thread. I'm just insane. Well, I keep thinking of you. Well, I don't care. My mind is broken and my soul is gone. My heart is burning and I lost my love. My mind is broken and my soul is gone. My heart is burning and I lost my love. Oh, I played a game. Now I'm sure I lost. I drowned in blood, trying to withstand the chaos. Oh God,